Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome to my reading. Today we have our very first, let's call it Shadow Light Thursday. And on the Thursdays, if I'm able, I try to do a collective reading and always a channeling with an entity. And today we will have again a special entity. We will channel Anubis and he will give us a general message. So only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And general means that I'm channeling a lot with my third eye and less with cards, but I will use them too because I know a lot of you work a lot with cards, so it is helpful for you and it's sometimes also helpful for me. Now let me get the first energy. I feel very deep, heavy energy, very serious energy. There is like Anubis to me does not seem like a god that has a lot of humor. Still, there is a kind of warmth in his heart. His heart, it is really like light as a feather or even lighter. He takes his work serious. He is not messing around, as we all know. But I see it again now. I see him standing in it is like in the galaxy and he's in front of an opening. And I think this shows me just that it is another dimension and he can leave without problem the Egyptian dimension, the Egyptian pantheon, and can go on in other dimensions and can move there, can act there. So he could enter the North pantheon. And I actually saw this also with other deities and entities that they switched pantheons and they were like interacting with other goddess and gods of these pantheons. So it is very flexible. Why do I tell you all this? Because he's telling me that you need to open up and some of you need to broaden your horizon when it comes in working with entities. There is a strong group of Egyptian pantheon devotees here, and he's telling me that you need to work also with other spiritual things, and I'm not just hearing entities but also things. And he's showing me herbs. A lot of you need to work with plants and herbs and these things. You need to learn about them. You need to learn about the spiritual nature. You need, he's showing me now the soul of a plant. You need to try to connect the plants to their soul so you can grow also in this area. Some of you have a deep connection to stones and minerals of the Nile River and this place in Egypt. It is a highly spiritual place, so it is obvious that a lot of people want to travel there, but even the stones are highly spiritual there. He's showing me over tourism. He's showing me that a lot of entities, but also living humans and living animals, are tired of this over tourism, and that some of the humans living there grew resentful. But this is actually a common thing that highly touristic places have this two-sided swords where you make the money with all the tourists, but you resent them for ruining your place. And it is the same with Egypt, especially with the very famous places. He's telling me that all those tourists are actually destroying the holy places. And if you're going there, he advises me that you should try to not do these very touristic things, but try to go more into a museum, try to go more into, he shows me silent things. Like, it is okay if you go to those famous museums, but don't go with big groups of people in big places, because it is ruining the energy. For some of you, there is a plant there that is somehow connected to you or to your ancestral line. Some of you are quite talented in a special sport. I see now skiing, and you don't even know this, so you have like no idea, but maybe sometimes you think about the sport and how cool it would be. You should try it out. Anubis, tell me more. Okay, let me now have a look into your cards. Oh, Anubis. Hi, Anubis. Let's say hi, Anubis. He really is there. Okay. But he showed me this card more for the message, not for his own picture. And are we able to place? Let me put this here. As long as it does not burn, we are good, aren't we? Okay. Now we have those cards are beyond beautiful, you know. Oh, here too. And again, we have Nut. Nut is the night sky. Some of you are asked to look up to the night sky and to enjoy the stars. And I'm getting this message quite often, maybe because I'm connected myself strongly to the night sky. From what I'm getting is there is chaos in your life, and there is, you stirred up some pot. There are things that are changing because of your involvement. For some of you, this is always a general message, and there is a situation transforming, and for you it is quite a painful process, but you're protected, and it is important that this happens. Anubis is showing me, this is actually interesting. He's showing me that he's waiting your heart also while you're living, not just when you're dead. And because he has this serious energy. This is, wow, it is so interesting. I've never got such a distinctive energy from an entity. Maybe from Persephone, but this is so distinctive. This no BS energy, simply this serious energy. I'm seeing always herbs and smoke, and like old priests and magicians, and some of you had a past life with Anubis and you were a devotee of him, and he remembers this, and he swore to support you and to protect you in all your lifetimes, regardless whether you can remember him or not. and he's owning up to this, and he wants to transform your life. Some of you have a strong connection to the topic of death and rebirth, and some of you were able to make a protection shield around you. Now let me see these cards. Four of Swords, and this is upright. No, this is in reverse. There is too much protection is limiting your growth, and you only can everything is like in the card of Anubis. Everything needs to be in balance. Everything needs to have its place. So you can only grow when you're not overprotected. However, you can also only grow when you have a certain kind of protection. Does that make sense? Yes, I guess. And here Anubis is telling me some of you are too protected or protecting themselves too much, or vice versa. This is now on you to understand. Now we have chaos with protection, prosperity, virtue, and ideal, and it is in upright. This is strange, but for some of you also the night sky is like a protective shield, and I'm hearing Nyx. So if some of you is also interested in Greek pantheon, I have, I think, 2 videos of Nyx, and there are many other videos of Nyx on YouTube, and you can do your own channeling with her. It is extremely interesting. I also have a pick a card from Anubis, so you can also check this out if you're interested in more information. And as I always say, there are also other readers on YouTube, and you can also always do your own thing. So there's plenty of information out here when it comes to them, and you can always get more access. But we're still not done here with the prudence, collective, society, the majority, and the, now I don't know how to pronounce this in English, but this is, you are protected by the pressure of the majority, and this is something good because some of you are parts of minorities. Some of you are parts of people that think in a different way, and these people need to be protected because every perspective needs to have place in this world, and you are seen by Anubis, and you're protected because Anubis protects also the balance. Not, this is not his main homework, but he's like really adamant to keep this balance and keep everything in order. Now with this guy, we have the bad luck, we have stealing, we have fleeing. So there is something, I don't even know what kind of card this is in the normal tarot because I'm quite bad when it comes to counting the cards. Let me guess. 0 is the Fool, then we have the Magician, then we have the Lovers. What is 3? The Empress. No, yes. 4 is Emperor. I don't know. But this is, you are protected from the evilness of the majority, which sounds like horrible, but there are some quite negative and destructive tendencies, and you are protected of them. And what I'm seeing is that for some of you, it is not because you need to be protected because you have such another idea or something, but because you are part of a minority. You might have another ethnic background than the people you live with. You might have another religion. You might have another sexual orientation. There are many things. You might have a disability, some kind, visible or invisible. And I'm getting that times are bad right now, and they are not getting way better any soon, even though it hurts me to say this. And he's telling me that you are protected, he protects you, and you need to ask for more protection because they can only go so far without your permission. So you need to call them. For some of you, he wants you to not to call also other deities, but to call him specifically, because Anubis is, as I said, one of your main guides, and as serious he's a good guy, and he wants to help you in any way, and he is a friendly soul. So he's telling me, if you are in Egypt and you are going into a temple, please be as respectful as you can, because you might be with other people that are not so respectful, and you get this vibe, but you don't really know how to handle the situation. And he's telling me, just be as respectful as you want to be, and this will be fine. Be careful, there might be some entities that are attaching themselves to you if they feel that you're not respectful enough. But this is actually always for some of you. But for the rest, I'm getting that you need to practice your spiritual practices more. You need to get into plants and herbs, and he's telling me, tell them it can be interesting as well. So some of you don't want to look into this because it does not seem interesting, but actually it is, and he will help you regardless what you're choosing. And yes, this is everything I have for you. I really hope that you liked this reading. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment down below, and tell us your story with Anubis. Subscribe to the channel and share this video. And I really hope that we will see us another time. Until then, I wish you the best time. I wish you a beautiful week ahead or a beautiful weekend, and we will see us then. Bye.